Dear students, I welcome you back to the class of English Compulsory BA and BCom second year. In this semester, we are studying 5 units in English Compulsory second year. In unit number 1, there are 2 short stories. The first one is The Model Millionaire, written by Oscar Wilde, and the second story is The Lost Child, written by Mulk Raj Anand. During last 2 classes, we have come across perspective of the writer Mulk Raj Anand and outline of the story The Lost Child. Mulk Raj Anand is one of the notable writers who contributed to the development of Indian writing in English. He is one of the big three, such as Rajarao, R.K. Narayan, and Mulk Raj Anand. These three creative writers are regarded as big three in Indian writing in English. He was honored with International Peace Prize, Padma Bhushan, Sahitya Academy Award for his outstanding contribution to Indian writing in English. He has written a number of short stories dealing with human psyche, human emotions, and human life. In the present story, The Lost Child, he has focused on universal nature of children, then curiosity, which is found in the nature of children, then children's aspiration, demands, and realization. At the same time, the present story, The Lost Child, focuses on a strong bond of love between a child and his parents. The story also emphasizes on the value of parents in the life of children. The Lost Child is based on a child who goes to the fair, and finally the writer has given message to the readers that there is immense importance of parents in the life of a child. The setting of the story is in the spring season, and especially the spring season lies in very summer season in Indian context. When it is winter season, summer season is followed by winter season is followed by summer season, and we know winter season is full of coldness. Everywhere there is a chilly coldness all around. It is not possible for people to go out even during the daytime because of cold atmosphere. There is no sunny sunlight, there is a cloudy atmosphere, there is cold atmosphere, cold air. So people generally do not enjoy in winter season. And as winter season is over, it comes summer season, and summer season is known as the season of festival. Spring season lies in summer season in India. So the writer Mulk Raj Anand has started the story with, it was the festival of spring. From the wintry shades of narrow lanes and alleys emerged a gaily clad humanity. Some walked, some rode on horses, others sat, being carried in bamboo and bullock carts. A little boy ran between his father's legs, brimming over his life with life and laughter. The story is set in the spring season, and the winter season has gone by. All the people came out of their houses. They were cheerful as the chilling cold weather had ended. A little child with his parents goes to a fair. Child is very happy and excited. So, out of happiness and excitement, the child runs between the legs of his father. On the way to the fair, the child is attracted by certain things, and child forgets that he has to follow his parents. So he stops there, watching those attractive things. His parents call him. Come, child, come, called his parents. As he lagged behind, fascinated by the toys in the shops that lined the way, he hurried towards his parents, his feet obedient to their call, his eyes still lingering on the receding toys. As he came to where they had stopped to wait for him, he could not suppress the desire of his heart, even though he well knew the old, cold stare of his refusal in their eyes. I want that toy, he pleaded. The child was unable to control his desire any longer. He said that he wanted to buy the toys. His father looked at him red eyed. In his familiar tyrant's way, his mother, melted by the free spirit of the day, was tendering and giving him her finger to hold, said, Look, child, what is before you? So, this is very common experience. The child is on the way to the fair with his parents, and on the way side there are number of shops, and those shops were having attractive toys. So the heart of the child was attracted by those toys, and the child could not control his heart's desire. He stopped there, watching those attractive toys. His parents called him, and his feet followed, or his feet followed the call of his parents. The child ran towards the parents, but his eyes were fixed on the toys. He wanted to buy those toys. His father looked at him, red eyed. Father did not approve the demand of the child. The child was familiar with his father's reaction. However, his mother gave him her finger to hold and said, "Look, child, what is before you?" It means mother tried to divert the attention of child. It was a flowering mustard field, pale like melting gold, as it swept across miles and miles of even land. A group of dragonflies were bursting about on their gaudy purple wings, intercepting the flight of a lone black bee or butterfly in search of sweetness from the flowers. The child followed them in the air with his gaze, till one of them would still its wings and rest, and he would try to catch it, but it would go fluttering, flapping up into the air. When he had almost caught it in his hands, then his mother gave a cautionary call. "Come, child, come, come on to the footpath." He ran towards his parents gaily and walked abreast of them for a while, being, however, soon left behind, attracted by the little insects and worms along the footpath that were teeming out from their hiding places to enjoy the sunshine. "Come, child, come," his parents called from the shade of a grove where they had seated themselves on the edge of a well. He ran towards them. So, when the child demanded something, or his child demanded at his father to purchase toys for him, father did not approve to his demand. He looked at him angrily with red eyes. However, mother intervened. Uh, she tried to divert the attention of the child by giving her finger to hold, and she asked the child to look forward. The emotional mother asked the child to look forward. It was flowering mustard field, bustling dragonflies, black bees, and butterflies were flying over the edge of the flowers. The child followed them to catch, but unable to catch it. Dragonflies were zooming, butterflies were flying and flipping. Child followed them. Child tried to catch them, but it was not possible for him to catch. However, his mother called him as they started walking towards the fair. The child joined his parents, but again stopped to see the insects coming out of the soil. He was left behind and again called by his parents. So, friends, we have come across the curiosity of child who is going to the fair with his parents. On the way to the fair, the child comes across beautiful toys, and he is attracted towards them. He could not control his desire, and he demands his father his father to purchase some toys, but father's reaction is quite contrary to his expectation. Father looks at him with red eyes. Mother becomes emotional, and she tries to uh, divert the attention of child from those toys. She asks a child to look forward, and before the child there is mustard flowering field. Dragonflies are zooming over the beautiful flowers. Honeybees are there, and even butterflies are flapping. Child becomes very happy. There is no bound to the happiness of child, and the child runs after butterflies, dragonflies, and honeybees out of curiosity. The child tries to catch them but is unable to catch, and finally, the child is called by his parents, and he comes back with the memories of those beautiful mustard flowers, dragonflies, then honeybees, and butterflies. A shower of young flowers fell upon the child as he entered the grove, and forgetting his parents, he began to gather the raining petals in his hands. But lo, he heard the cooking of doves and ran towards his parents, shouting, "The doe, the doe!" The raining petals dropped from his forgotten hands. "Come, child, come," they called to the child, who had now gone running in wild capers round the banyan tree, and gathering him up, they took the narrow, winding footpath which led to the fair through the mustard fields. As they neared the village, the child could see many other footpaths full of full of throngs, converging to the whirlpool of the fair, and felt at once repelled and fascinated by the confusion of the world he was entering. The child joined his parents in the grove. They came to the grove. He was welcomed by a shower of flowers. As the child was going through grove with his parents, there were number of flowers at the branches of the trees, and the petals of those flowers were falling down. So, as if those flowers were welcoming the child and his parents, child began to collect the raining petals of the flowers. Just then he heard the cooing of the doves. He started chasing the birds and dropped the petals. So here we understand the curiosity of the child. A small child, innocent child, cannot concentrate his attention on particular thing for a long time. Initially the child wanted beautiful toys. Later on became very happy seeing mustard flowers, butterflies, dragonflies, and honeybees. Now the child is among the trees with his parents, and there is a shower of petals. Forgetting all those things, child begins to collect those fallen petals, and listening to the cooing sound of the birds, he drops those petals as well. The parents again call the child. They started marching towards the fair through the mustard fields. As they neared the village, the child experienced a huge crowd from all directions. So, to the surprise of the child, the place or the village was full of people. It was crowded place. There was huge crowd from all directions. The child was initially confused, but felt attracted towards the fair later on. So friends, in the following class, we shall proceed ahead with the discussion of the remaining part of the story, The Lost Child. With this, I would like to remain here. Thanks a lot.